Hello everyone, I'm Matt VanDyken, the Assistant City Manager. We'll be talking to you today about the Downtown Group, IT and Communications, and the Municipal Capital Improvement Fund. First, Windmill Island Gardens. Windmill Island Gardens set an all-time record for attendance this last year. It's just wonderful. People really came out outside of Tulip Time, not only just at Tulip Time. By this time you're seeing this, City Council will have received a presentation and study session from Matt detailing some of the additional investments that we can make in amenities to draw even more people out to Windmill Island Gardens. Events and weddings are beginning to come back following COVID, so we're really excited the island is seeing more and more visitors, again, especially outside of Tulip Time. And the island also has done a really good job of partnering with CVB and the other Downtown Group members to coordinate marketing and advertising to bring people not only to the island, but to all of downtown and the greater community. Next, the Downtown Development Authority and the Municipal Shopping District Group. Parades and events are back. We just finished up the Parade of Lights. Parade of Lights was probably the best attended parade of lights that we've ever had. We continue to work with the Social District. City Council approved the sale of alcohol on public property in the downtown area this last summer. That became very, very popular for our restaurants and businesses and for our visitors. We expect that both the DDA and the PSD board will be revisiting the social district and making a recommendation again to City Council. You know, post-COVID, I think the city is very lucky with our downtown. Some of our businesses and restaurants actually had their biggest year ever. And as you know, these things don't just happen. Staff drives all of the marketing, all of the parade coordination, and just all of the things that it takes to have the wonderful downtown that we have. The Streetscape Assessment is in progress, so we're working with local partner GMB to do an assessment on all the downtown infrastructure and then also to future-proof it. What needs might we have when we touch that street that we need to put in the ground to be prepared for things like wireless vehicle charging or Wi-Fi downtown? What are those things that we need to be prepared for so that when we do have to go in and address issues with the infrastructure, maybe it's brickwork, maybe it's trees, or maybe it's the roadway itself on 8th Street, we're making sure that we're taking advantage of doing that. The farmers market had an amazing summer. We were packed all the time. We're looking forward that this winter we will bring back the winter market indoors here at the Civic Center, and those events are just going to continue. We're working very hard from a PSD, a Principal Shopping District standpoint, to evaluate what events should we be doing in downtown Holland and what makes sense. Also downtown, we have the two new major residential developments that continue to march towards completion. That is on the corner of 9th and River and the corner of 7th and River. One is a little bit further ahead of the other, but we're excited to see the skyline in downtown Holland continue to change. And then we're also very excited about the opportunities that Waterfront Holland with the James DeYoung site and the College Avenue extension provide for future development within the downtown area. Holland Civic Center Place. Civic Center saw many negative effects to its operations due to COVID. Obviously, we couldn't have indoor events for a long time. Council was presented with a worst-case scenario on what that cost would be, and luckily we have not come anywhere near that. So we have actually returned some of that funding back to the Municipal Capital Improvement Fund. We'll have to look at what improvements make sense to increase the functionality of the Civic Center moving on into the future. Shows and concerts have started again. We had Sinterklaas that ended at the Civic Center. The Parade of Lights ended down here too. And we've begun to have more of those commercial level concerts that VenueWorks works so hard to bring in for us. So we're excited to see that come forward. And we're excited for Tulip Time. Tulip Time also had some struggles, some mighty struggles due to COVID. And they're looking forward to utilizing the Civic Center for the Tulip Time Festival again. The Holland Civic Center Place Board will continue to evaluate and make recommendations to City Council on how to utilize this facility. And also we will begin the process of evaluating the contract with VenueWorks over the next couple of years. IT and Communications. Oftentimes the best IT department is completely forgotten. With our IT department, we enjoy 99% uptime of all of our systems. It's really quite an accomplishment when people don't have to think about whether or not their technology is going to function, if their computer's going to work, if their phone's going to work. So it's really an ode to them. Those are the little things that happen every day that needs to be fixed. There's 1,000 little fixes that need to happen, and that department takes care of that. We'll be overhauling our camera system in the coming year for the downtown security cameras and the security cameras we have all over the city. So we're looking forward very much to that. and we'll begin an evaluation of our now decade-old finance system. We continue to invest in mobile technology so that our employees can adapt to the realities of a changing workplace environment and can continue to be productive outside of the walls of City Hall. The communications team really continues to be an integral part of how we communicate not only what's great about the City of Holland, but also what's great about our partner organizations in the community. We average over 1 million views online per year, and this year actually won an Emmy. These folks not only put out newsletters, schedule the social media posts, but also do a really great job of working with those partner organizations to showcase not only what's great about Holland, but what's great about everyone that lives, works, and plays here. The Municipal Capital Improvement Fund, next. So we've completed about $1 million investment in LED lighting at the Mad Urban and Riverview Parks. We just partnered with the Outdoor Discovery Center to complete the nature-based playscape and window on their waterfront park. And we're currently in the midst of a complete remodel of the 3rd floor of City Hall. Upcoming, we have investments in a downtown ice rink. Our fire station renovation and replacement project is out to RFP, so we're excited to get that going in the next year. And then a few years out, we're looking at actually building a new recreation center within the city, so it's some pretty exciting stuff. In the recent past, we've invested in public safety with body cams, new air packs for the fire department, and a video training simulator. We are planning and budgeting to redo the tennis and pickleball courts at Moran and possibly move the old greenhouse. But most importantly, we've invested thousands annually in the maintenance of our city facilities and parks, including the museum and the Capon House. Little things like painting the gazebo and fixing parking lots largely go unnoticed, but are important when our visitors come to our community and see that everything is well maintained and neat. Over the course of my years here, I've had the privilege of being involved in a number of transformational projects in this community. The development along West 8th Street, an expansion of our city boundaries, major industrial expansions in our industrial areas, and the Civic Center, just to name a few. Now we're experiencing a lot of those same type of transformational opportunities all in this very short period of time. Waterfront Holland, window on the waterfront, a recreation center, broadband, and more. I'm confident that our staff has the knowledge and expertise to bring these projects to fruition in a way our community can be proud.